Well, hey there, everyone, and welcome back to Cowboy Survival. I'm Richard, and what I want to talk about today is a new flashlight that I just got. You might remember a couple of weeks ago, I did a leather bush belt video, and it's really cool belt that I put together with a lot of different tools on it that I can carry out into the woods. I don't have to unpack my whole pack. It's really nice and very utilitarian. It's got a lot of tools on it. But one of the things I put on that, I had a pouch that I could put, a leather pouch that I could put my multi-tool in. And beside that was a little elastic loop that I could put a flashlight. So I pulled this Olight i3T out of my other bag and put it on that belt. And so I really like having this light on that belt, really handy, I think. But in doing so, I now have a deficiency in my bag that I needed another light for. So I said, what am I gonna do? So what I did is I went out and I bought a new light. I thought I'd try a new one I hadn't tried before, and I got the Thrunite Archer Mini. It's a pretty cool little light, I think. I haven't taken it out of the box yet. All the videos I've seen on it look good. All the demonstrations I've seen on it look pretty good. It's got some pluses and minuses. It's not exactly like my Olight. The Olight was about $18 off of Amazon. This was about $14 off of Amazon. So a little difference in price, but Thrunite makes a good product, and so I thought I'd try it out. So we're gonna open this box, take this light out, and see what we've got with the Thrunite Archer Mini. So once I have taken the tape off the back and I've opened this, I can pull this light out of here. It's got a nice little tab that allows me to pull the thing straight out. And there's your light. This is a pretty nice little light. It's got an aluminum case on it. We'll take a look at that. You also get with this light, you get a USB charging cable and you get an instruction sheet. I would read the instruction sheet. Now this light puts out about 400 lumens, maybe a little bit more. At high turbo mode, it'll run for about 2.5 minutes. At the low mode, which is more like about 15, 18 lumens, something like that's pretty low, it'll run for about 7.5 hours. Now, it's got, as I said, it's got a USB charging cable with this. That implies that this light has to be charged. It is not a light that you can replace the battery. The battery is built in and you can't really access it or get to it. Now, how do you get to the charging port? You don't see a charging port on here anyway. So the charging port is hidden underneath this. All I do is I unscrew this and I pull it up, and sure enough, there's my charging port right there. And that's for my USB charging port. Now you can use the cable with a plug-in, or you can use your power bank and just plug that in right there, and it's going to charge for you. Now so on this side, I don't know if you can see it, it's got a little red light that says it's charging. Now, when this gets fully charged, it'll turn to blue. If it's flashing when you open this up, that indicates that it's low and needs to be charged. So if I unplug this, it's not doing much of anything, right? So if I let's see what happens if I turn it on. Doesn't show me anything. But if I plug it in, it's going to be red, which means it is in charging mode right now. And when I get done charging it, I simply pull this out and I screw this back down, and it's going to be ready to go. Now let's compare this. Again, this is an aluminum case light. It is probably looks like about 2.5 inches long, something like that, not very big. Now to compare that, here's my i3T. It's just a little bit shorter than my Olight i3T. Not a lot, but a little. The tail switch isn't as prominent on this light as it is on the i3T. And you see the i3T is probably just a little bit smaller in diameter. This one's a little bit larger in diameter. It says it's got an 89-meter throw. I don't know if that's true or not. It's kind of hard to tell. A light like this, I would not be using it to throw a long distance. I would be using a light like this so that I could look for things in my backpack, look for things that maybe I dropped around my feet, that kind of thing. So that's the size. Now to put this in perspective, I've got another light I'll show you if I can find it. This is my Warrior 2 Mini from Olight, and so this will sort of put in perspective how small these lights are. These are really both two very small lights. One of the differences between these lights is that the i3T comes with a removable battery. In fact, it's not a chargeable battery. I unscrew the back end and it runs on just a AAA battery. That is precisely why I chose this light, because this light is not rechargeable. I wanted one that had a battery in it, so I could just change the battery out. That way, if I was out in the wilderness and I didn't have a way to charge a light, I could just stick a battery in there and it would work. This light does not take a AAA battery. It only can be recharged, and you do it again by opening this up and plugging it in to the USB-C port right there, and it'll have the indicator light on the back. So let's talk a little bit about how this light operates. So this light operates, it's really only got 3 modes, or 3 lights on it. It's got a low mode, a turbo mode, and a strobe mode. In addition, it can be locked or unlocked. So when I hit this light, now at this mode right now, if I press my tail switch, watch that light. Comes on and goes off. Comes on and goes off. That's because it is in lock mode. And the way I did that is when it was in low mode, I pressed the button and held it and put it in lock mode. Now to unlock this, I simply press it and hold it. Now it is in unlock mode. And so I can use the different modes of the light. So when it's in low like this, again, that's not a lot of lumens. It's less than 20 lumens, I think. And when I double click it, it's going to go into turbo mode. And that's going to be about 400 lumens. That's pretty bright, and I'm going to get a pretty good throw at that at night. When I click it, it goes off. If I click it back on, it's going to go into low mode automatically. And if I want to put it back in lock mode, I simply just, when it's in low mode, I just press and hold. It goes back into low mode or lock mode. I press it again, and you can see it locks because it flashes. Press and hold, it's going to come on. Double click, I get turbo. If I triple click, I'm going to get a strobe on that. And that's going to strobe at about 300 lumens. Again, I turn it off, turn it on, comes back on into low mode. So extremely simple operation for this light. For the purpose that I'm wanting, this light is going to serve its purpose magnificently. It's really small, it recharges. All I've got to do is put it in my backpack and clip it to one of the pockets. This light will also clip to my hat, as you can see here. And I can use it sort of as a headlamp if my headlamp should go out on me in that backpack. So that's why I like to have these double reversible clips here. I can put it in my pocket, or I can use this part of it and put it on the brim of my hat, and it works really, really nicely that way. So just a couple of other things about this Thrunite Archer Mini. First thing is that this light comes with a 2-year replacement warranty from Thrunite. So the first 30 days, you can return it back to Amazon for a refund if you don't like it. But after that, if anything goes wrong with the light, you send it back to Thrunite, and there's a 2-year replacement warranty on it. So I think that's a pretty nice feature, especially since the light only costs like 14 bucks. Now, if after that 2-year period is over, you have a problem with the light, if you'll send it back to them, they will do the maintenance on it, though you will have to pay for parts. $14 light, I'm probably not going to send it back, but it's nice to know that they stand behind their product. I thought I would also show you this light compared to the EDC light that I carry with me just about every single day. This is my Wuben. It's got a magnet on the bottom. This is my Wuben G5. Now, my Wuben G5 is a really nice light. I love this light. You can see it's all worn around the edges. I carry this light with me every single day in the pocket of my vest because I use it in my office, when I'm looking for things under my desk. I use it when I'm looking for things, trying to light up a room when it's dark. I've gone into supply closets before when it's dark. I've been in the car looking for something and I needed to pull this out, and I use this light a lot. Now this light, like the Thrunite, is a rechargeable only. I cannot replace the battery in the Wuben or the Thrunite. This light is more expensive, but because it's more expensive, it's got a lot more features. It's got the rotating head on it. It's got multiple modes on this light. I got multiple color modes on this light. I got a lot of different things I can do with this. I can increase the intensity gradually. Well, this light just has a low mode and a turbo mode and a strobe mode on it. So, but for the money, this light serves my purpose very well. I can put it in a pocket in my small backpack. It just fits and it slits right on there in that pocket. I can put it as with this double clip on my hat, as I showed you earlier. And this light fits in my pocket very well. It's just about the size of an old flip cigarette lighter. And so it just fits in my pocket extremely well. It doesn't snag on things. It's not long. It does not bulky. It's that little square rectangular sort of shape of it just fits my pocket really, really well. So I like to carry this every day in my pocket. This light I'm going to put in my small backpack. So I need different kinds of lights for different purposes, and everybody's going to be different. So that's the comparison of the Wuben G5 to the Thrunite Archer Mini and also the i3T from Olight. All good lights. All, I think these two are very, very similar, except that this one has a replaceable battery. This one does not. This one's cheaper than any of the three. This one is more of a different shape, and I think for a different purpose. Well, there you have it, the Thrunite Archer Mini, available from Amazon for about $14.90, about 14 bucks, $13.99, $14.99, something like that. I will put a link to this, to the Amazon site for this flashlight down below in the description. Remember, I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you click on that light and buy one, I might get a small commission. But I just bought this light. I really like it, and I think I'm going to be really satisfied with it being in my backpack. Now remember, with all rechargeable lights, you're going to have to remember to check it from time to time, make sure it's still charged. Don't just presume that the charge is still there. Well, hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully you got something out of that in the comparison of these lights. In the meantime, stay strong, stay prepared, and have a blessed day. We'll see you real soon right back here on Cowboy Survival.